with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Lowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The UL Monroe head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense going to get the chance to start this game off. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Quickly complete. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
It's Jensen. Runs through a man. He might have space. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum. And
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against them and try to take advantage.
Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now.
Touchdown, UL Monroe! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Finds just enough daylight to Way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running inside. It's Reagan. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
And the Raging Cajuns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Calls his own number. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll send the back in motion. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. across the 45. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback adapting. Right down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He was trying to keep that play alive, getting out and escaping to the left, just hoping something good would happen.
And just buying time, right? Trying to give your receiver time to get open. He couldn't get open. He couldn't find an avenue to get him the football, but at least he bought some time and gave himself a chance, just couldn't capitalize on it.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Trying play action. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Warhawks send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Memphis taking on the number 25 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the Tigers with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Malone Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Warhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Ready, go! They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Warhawks! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Turning it off. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense picks it up.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there. And yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Warhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick release by the QB. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, ULM Monroe. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Got it in the middle. It's Jensen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Scanning the field. It's Winfield. Going for the big play. He's got it all the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
And that went nowhere fast. And 1st down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch him being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25. But here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They just keep firing. Sets up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Great awareness that time.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. And as he throws, it's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, ready. Go, go.
They'll go to the counter play. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Warhawks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Offense in a split backfield. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away?
Snags it and he's open. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see if this is an issue the rest of the way. They have no way to stop the clock. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Makes the grab. It's Jensen. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cajuns. He got it, back corner of the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick it onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.